bro. This man was defending him. This man was like, oh, do you have proof? Can he answer for his crimes? But then said, oh, you killed him? Oh, that was one of the brilliant minds we had. Like, are you stupid? Now you're defending him. You're defending for every action he's ever done. Oh, he's a brilliant man. You shouldn't have killed him. We should have been able to judge his action. Shut the fuck up. I'd have threw him in the fucking burning pit. Like, shut up. Oh, if only I could have. If only this world was real, so I could do that, you know? Because I really would. I'd be like, yo, if somebody commits a crime like this, I'm gonna take over the world, or I'm gonna take over the island. I should say, not the world. But I would. I seriously would be like, you know what? Screw this. I will take over the everything in the game. I'll get allies. I mean, I already have enough. I mean, I don't. You know, like, I think if we were to be like, oh, we're having a rebellion against, like, Hikmet and all these other places, I think that we definitely could. And, honestly, that sounds nice to me. Because, fuck not having that, honestly. But it's just like, why do people think, or not people, but why does this guy think that it's okay to have somebody that is so smart? Yeah, well, you can say that about anybody. That you can say that about one of the worst people in the entire fucking world, that they were once smart. It doesn't fucking change what they did. I hate that so much.
My adorable cousin, I am always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
We managed to solve the problem of the attacks on San Mateus.
Really? So, what was causing them?
The city and its outposts were being continuously attacked by animals. These beasts were led by a large creature that strangely resembled a mountain guardian.
This is the same creature which High King Vinbar turned into, isn't it?
Exactly. Except it looked sick and it didn't act like the High King did. It was calling the animals around it, and it seemed like it was transferring its disease to them before making them attack. I've never seen anything like it. And there's more. Hikmet was in a similar situation, do you remember?
Of course. Don't tell me that a Guardian was involved there as well.
Yes. The governor was convinced that the attacks were led by the islanders, and yet they were being attacked as well. And it was by their side that I fought the creature. That time it was a Nardaig Glenderman, a beach guardian, but it seemed just as sick. And it was also manipulating the animals to make them aggressive.
So, it would be some kind of epidemic affecting the Guardians. I don't see what we can do about it. Actually, I think you've already done what had to be done, by eliminating those that were threatening our neighbors.
Perhaps. But I am certain that there is more to it than a simple epidemic. These beasts attack in a coordinated fashion, which requires an intelligence that they don't have.
You're exaggerating, fair cousin. The attacks you thought were coordinated may just have been coincidental.
You may be right. But I can't help thinking that someone is behind all this.
Do you really believe that a Denegad would want to take over the island? Cousin, you know how much I respect you, but frankly, this doesn't seem very coherent. And we have other reasons to be preoccupied. Another epidemic, one that concerns us a lot more, remember? You should try to meet this Enon Milflicterman, who is so well protected.
I have. It wasn't simple, but I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island.
Really? You should have mentioned it earlier.
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only a High King can open it.
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death wasn't going to help us. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earned the trust of the Pretender, who seemed to be the best choice.
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old, bitter man, but he was right about you. Tell me, who did you choose?
Dunkus. He's the king of the village of Vigigador, and a Donegad full of wisdom.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
And the peace.
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible experience.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret places on this island,
Oh my-
talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Donegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree. As strange as it may sound.
Somebody shoot me, please.
Fascinating. And I thought that gods
Fucking
were always
dogs. I didn't
old,
think
bearded
since
men.
everyone's home that
Did
they
he
would
tell
just
you where
start
the Malachor
barking.
was coming from?
Right outside my
Is
door
it a
too.
curse that he cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the earth so much, we have poisoned it. And the disease has contaminated us through the water we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the earth can be healed. That his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
Reveal everything. I don't trust him.
No, but it's true that the conversation ended abruptly. An intruder had managed to sneak into the sanctuary, and we had to flee to evade the wrath of its guardians.
An intruder, you say? Then I guess this sanctuary isn't that heavily protected. Your work really is exemplary. The entire continent should be thanking you. But I see it's already quite late. If you'll excuse me, fair cousin. Regrettably, I must leave you.
Where are you going?
Not very far, rest assured. But I have a small personal matter to take care of, you see. Don't be concerned. There's absolutely no risk. Use the opportunity to take some rest. You've really performed miracles
I
recently.
don't trust you.
See you later.
I'm glad I lied to him.
But why would he leave like that? Guard, do you know where my cousin is going?
Sorry, Your Excellency. His Highness didn't tell me anything.
You are one of his bodyguards, aren't you?
I am, Your Excellency. But recently it has been difficult to force His Highness to accept our presence.
Recently? You mean this isn't the first time he's left without an escort?
It's kind of obvious what's going on.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency.
You'd better tell me everything.
Question is,
But
who
I-
is the spy?
Fine. I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. But His Highness's behavior has been very peculiar recently. He sleeps very little and goes out alone almost every night.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be informed.
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not to tell you about it.
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go from tavern to tavern were over.
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency.
Are
From
they
what
really
I
screaming
know,
for me?
He goes outside the city.
Where could he go outside the city?
I've no idea. We saw him going north. That's all I know.
Oh, it's stressful.
Listen, I know this matter is putting you in a difficult situation. You were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went, but he refused and ordered you to keep your mouth shut. But Constantine is not just my governor. He's my cousin. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted
So I
once
guess we'll
when
have to
leaving the
go in
city.
like 30
So
minutes
if you
or
know
40
anything
minutes.
else,
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. But I think I know where you could find out. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his office for hours. He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. Here, I have the key. Take it. I hope you find His Highness and manage to make him see reason.
I know
I
who
don't
he
like this
is.
at all. What could he be doing outside every night? Ever since... Locked.
Sorry. I interrupted their conversation. Not really my fault, to be fair, but kind of is at the same time. All this finished this feeling of power. I feel so alive. My experience. Okay. A small group of exiles saw me pass by. If it announced me, they care about my whole plan. I can't take their words on my word. So we got that going on. They're gonna be dead by the time we get there, I'm guessing, because he knows about them. Guessing that's the true reason why he's left the place. It makes sense, I think. I think they're gonna be dead. I really do. He left just a minute earlier, so he's gonna get here around the same time. We're gonna see him do stuff. I think. I might be wrong about that, but I think I'm right. I think it makes sense to me too. It's like, well, you are doing this, brother. You are doing this. So there's a very high chance that he is a traitor. Oh my God, will you come here, please? No, I'm streaming.
Can't be easy to discover that your cousin has descended into madness. But we can't let him kill these people simply because he's afraid they might have seen him.
I see that he did do exactly what I think so, because there's a burned item on the left right there. Or caravan. Oh, that's not a caravan. What the hell am I talking about? Wait, he's the curse. He's the reason why people didn't say. But how?
May the trees on your road always bear fruit.
Thanks. You saved us. These beasts would have torn us to shreds.
These animals were strange.
I
as if they were
seriously can't.
enraged.
No, I'm not
Thanks
fucking
again,
coming there.
Relax.
I hate this family, dude.
I'm glad I could help you. And
No.
perhaps you can do me a favor in
I'm
return.
leaving.
I'm looking for a young man. A Renaigse. But he looks a bit like an Onol Manawi.
Someone like you?
In some ways. But his marks are different. Darker.
She's talking about the crazy Donegad.
Indeed, that might be him.
Fucking family,
Do you know
dude.
where to find him?
No, we
Fuck
see him passing
off.
by around nightfall, but we don't know
What are
where
you gonna
he's
do when I
going.
fucking
He
move?
walks along the path,
Piss me off.
often followed by some beasts.
He has a sinister look in his eyes.
It's like, dude,
He scares
like I wasn't
me.
gonna stream because of
So
this, right? Then
we
I'm like,
stay
oh, might
hidden.
as well to pass
And
time,
you do
right?
well to hide.
But no,
I think he's the one who sent these animals to attack you. Do you have any idea how I could figure out
you
where
grab my
he's going?
fingers and doing that with
She
the ring
could
on
hide
kind
in
of
the
annoys
old
me.
house. She would see him passing by and could follow, couldn't she?
You're right. If you take this path to the right, you'll reach an abandoned house. You can hide there. And from up there, you will be able to see the path perfectly.
Thank you. You've been a great help. And stay hidden. You may still be in danger.
I think
Be
you are in
prudent,
danger.
Onol Manawi.
So I say, hey, I'm gonna end in 30 minutes, and she goes, okay, please. Cry about it. Fucking Christ. Shoot me, please.
You're very isolated
Like,
here.
actually.
Why live so far from a village?
It's a long story.
What a way to ruin it.
Matir,
Already
tell me?
ruined day.
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man, but he wasn't my Minundanem. I thought he was, but I was wrong. And one day, I met the one I would love for all my life. As I had broken my engagement, we were exiled.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house, and we were born.
there. Now you know the whole story. Do you want to know anything else?
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalem seg.
It's like, no matter how hard I try, I will never be able to get away from this family as long as I live here. Like, no matter what I do. Like, I can't even fucking be here and I won't get away from them. piss me off a lot. This area is blocked off. How am I supposed to get up there? Oh, never mind. Never mind. But it's like, dude, please, I need to get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna find some way to get out. Seriously can't do it anymore.
We can't be seen from the path. Let's wait here to see where Constantine goes.
Look, he's coming.
I would have to drop down here in order to follow him anyway.